Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've had a dramatic evening so far. Welcome back to Contest of Speed. We are live with EU4, or we will be shortly. We're just waiting for a couple more guys to rejoin the session. We've had technical issues before we started, and then we've had to restart the lobby as well. So, all in all, not the best of evenings. But we'll crack on as always. Just wait for these two guys to join, and then we can get on and race again. So, while we're waiting for Mr. Clarkson and Mr. Mask to join, we can bring football updates, Matt, our usual thing. Yes, there we go, one's in. Just waiting for Clarkson now. Cristiano Ronaldo has just scored Manchester United's second goal of the evening against Brentford from the penalty spot. Just as Brentford was seemingly in the ascendancy as well, so it's a knockout punch. And I think we've given Mr. Clarkson enough time to join, so we'll give the call.
Tagged. David, we're still here. David, we're rejoining. David, we're starting again. Do something. No? Okay, cool. Sorry.
Give them the call. There we go, we're ready up. And we're going to go racing in the Styrian Hills of Austria for round 7 of the Season 9 Championship. What housekeeping have we got, Matt, to go through once we get in there?
What housekeeping? We have 2 new recruits.
Ooh!
We do.
New people.
I say new recruits. They were, I believe, both raced possibly last week. Off the top, one definitely raced last week.
They have raced before, I think, haven't they?
They have.
Well, one of them has.
Morgan is coming in as a permanent seat because Vargas left. Other way of saying it, he threw his toys out the pram. And Slaughter also threw his toys out the pram, so he's been replaced by J-Ray in the Alfa Romeo. Boostman, a new reserve. He is in the Alfa Romeo replacing Escobar this evening. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, 3 absentees. That's Dan Hilton in the Aston Martin. He may be joining later on. Same for Smithy in the Alpine. And then the only definite absentee tonight is going to be Sleeves in the Red Bull. So, there we go. Just as we get through the housekeeping, we're ready to go. So no point putting the tyres up on screen because it will be intermediates. So the whole of qualifying is going to be very, very wet. But so will the race. It will start dry, but will progress into intermediate conditions. So they need to be careful how many sets they use up in this session. Those who will be looking to get themselves on pole and potentially challenge for the race victory, I would not be surprised to not see out on track until later on. Trying to save those sets of tyres because they get 1 set of intermediates reserved for the race anyway, and then 3 sets to use.
Watch
normally.
out for the pit exit, people, when you are driving.
Yes,
because I'm not restarting again.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons we had to restart earlier. One of the drivers shall remain nameless.
Yes, nameless, spun in their pit exit, and because it didn't ghost, proceeded to block 3 other drivers who then got disqualified for parking in dangerous locations. So
Classic.
don't do it.
Classic from Cody's there.
I will.
Matt will have an aneurysm and I'll just go, oh dear. Not again.
You'll be testing my patience.
Hi, kitten. I see you waving.
always ready.
Yeah, he is. How many bush lights are we down tonight so far?
I'm going to go with 3.
You're going to go with 3. What time is it over there? It's only 20 past 4 on the east coast, so I don't know if there'll be that many down. If he's been working today, which I don't know if he will have been or not. He might only be on his first. We'll soon find out. He'll be answering on the stream in no time at all, I'd imagine. Reflux then, first man on track, going out to complete his flying lap. Goes through the Sector 1 split with a 17.7. No idea how fast that is. Oh, there he is. Look, he's watching from work and he's not started on him yet. Well, don't you worry, kitten. It won't be long. You can get on and crack open your next 6-pack. Or are you on the crates now?
Probably gone crazy. It's probably gone up in the world, let's be honest.
Yeah. 50.3 for Reflux for the second sector split. And up over the hill then, 2 corners to go.
Hey, 1 minute 12 is what I saw him post before everyone had to make an escape.
Yeah.
1 minute 12 it is then.
1 minute
In fact,
12.7.
very close, I think, to what you said. And bonus 1:14.2.
Yeah. I think.
Can I go on record? I don't really want to go on record, but can I throw this out there?
Go on then.
First wet race from the EU side of things all season?
First majority wet race, certainly. I don't know if it's the first where there's been any dribbling, as we see the 2 Ferraris there, split by the Alfa Romeo of J-Ray, jumping into second place. Let's head over to the new man.
Yeah, I'm not getting no pressure on the 2 new lads, but I'm expecting those guys to be near the front of this tier.
It'll be interesting, won't it, to see.
We saw how quick Morgan was over 1 lap. Race pace struggled a little bit last week.
Yeah, and he got swallowed up a little bit, didn't he, I think, by the chasing pack. It'd be interesting to see, now that he's had a race under his belt, he's coming back in. He's got a permanent seat at Mercedes now, of course. We'll see what he's able to muster this time out. Of course, tricky conditions, slippery circuit. A lot of elevation change as well, considering it's such a small layout. And that's with it being in the middle of the mountains, of course.
Oh, Jaren's been down at turn 1.
Yeah, we've got a McLaren up at turn 3 as well.
Trebler.
Let's stay on board with J-Ray then. So we go for a lap. Oh, he's caught the inside curve. Let's not stay on board. Oh, let's go. Where's Morgan? Let's go for the other new guy. And we will ride on board with Morgan then. So we head for a lap of this Austrian Grand Prix circuit, the Red Bull Ring, formerly the A1 Ring. Down the main straight then towards turn 1. Very easy to run wide on the exit and to take too much curve on the inside. Needs to be careful. Gets through there. Bang on. Power now through what is officially turn 2. This little kink to the left, but even in the wet, that's not a problem for Formula 1 cars. Turn 3 then. Heavy braking zone up the hill. Need to be careful. The curve on the inside. You want to avoid it in these conditions. And the traction on the exit. 111.8 for Sneaky Tom to go into pole position. Morgan note heading down the hill to turn 4. Watch your braking point. It's going downhill, so need to brake earlier than you'd expect.
Oh.
Pick it up well on the exit. Through turn 5 into 6 now. get out of the power a little bit. 7 and 8. Normally you want to ride that curb, wet weather. It's not as advisable, but he's made it he's made it count, made it through. It's the final corner then. Watch that sausage curve on the inside and don't run wide. Raceway JJ's gone on the exit of turn 4. Morgan goes into P6 with a 12.4.
Mantis went into P2 with 12.1.
Yes.
I think a lot of these guys are just fueling themselves and are just doing laps. A lot of them, because you can run hot lap. He's dropped it, and that car's right in the middle of the track actually.
Yeah, it's close to.
Red Mask is in P5, and he's been there before in changeable conditions.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? He normally does very well in them. From what I can remember.
Boseman is competing. He's in the high 13s, but unfortunately, track limits seem to be the issue. He won't be the only one.
That is. Sorry to interrupt you there, Matt. There's a tidy third goal gone in for Manchester United.
It is. Oh, big Raphael.
Yeah, it's on the full, I believe, as well.
You'd love to see it.
So, drivers then were expecting to do well in these conditions that wouldn't normally. Are there any, necessarily?
Not necessarily. I think, as we said, Red Mask will be one. I mean, usual suspects. It's gone kind of to order at the moment.
Yeah.
But Joseph's up there, but Joseph's been up there in qualifying the last few weeks, but just can't get it together in the race, and that's... I believe we said this last week. Him and Jaren are very similar. We know there's potential there, it's just need to extract it. It's very frustrating. For us to watch, and probably for them as a driver, to be honest.
Yeah, I bet it's worse for them. Knowing you've got the pace and not being able to convert.
Can anyone else squeeze into the 1 minute 11?
Red Mask has had a recharge lap and he's about to go again.
Oh, Mantis has gone. Oh, and somehow not out of the session.
Oh,
that AlphaTauri's.
Oh, Red Mask at turn 1.
Build quality.
He's managed to keep that out of the wall.
Oh, and he's going to get disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Now, I can't do much about that.
No, and that's going to put him right at the back as well, which is just... Wish Cody's would fix things like that. How can he be blocking the pit exit when he's not actually on the track?
It's just this circuit, though, isn't it? It's the only circuit where he goes, oh no, I don't like it. Oh, Raceway's JJ's tyre's still in the middle of the track. That's nice.
Yes, it's still lurking. Bernas then in Sister Mercedes, a teammate currently in P6, him in P12. Sounds very familiar. Mercedes in P6 and P12.
It does. Young George is doing well.
You are, aren't you? You're doing very well.
Thank you. Trepper's doing very well this lap. He's kept it together, and that's probably going to be in the high 12. Yeah, 12.6.
Good lap there from the McLaren. Let's see what Bernas can pull out of his undercrackers on this lap. Lovely view of the suspension doing nothing there. Through turn 1 and up towards 2 and 3. First sector split then. 17.6, he does improve. Fastest guys through there. Sneaky Tom's setting 17.4, and then the fastest overall is actually Joseph with a 17.3. So he's between 3 and 4 tenths off the quickest times at the moment. But we'll see if he can pull that back in the middle sector.
There you go, he's completed a lap now of representation. There you go. 14 flat for Boostman. That's more like it.
Yes.
It's very steady, but it's very clean.
Yeah,
I say that. Oh, what a commentator's curse that is.
Oh, if you put in... Oh, you see, you've joined me and Neil now.
And now you need to remove yourself before Cody's going, no. You can't park there. Can't park there, sir.
That might be one of the scenarios we'd accept a reset to track. Balance with a 12.9.
You just need to point it in the right to be checked. Not rapid nosing, by the way, from tier 3.
Yes. Yeah, he messaged me earlier because I'll be honest, I invited him by accident to the lobby, so I forgot that he's now EU3. And he said, no, don't worry, I was going to ask for an invite anyway, because he needed to invite Boostman. Bernus, they're getting well out of the way of Camping Ducks. Camping Ducks is another one who should have so much more in terms of achievement than he has so far.
Don't forget he had some terrible luck.
Yeah, he has had. Season. And last week as well, if I remember rightly.
Probably one of the shortest races in Concert Speed history. Imola didn't even get down to the kink.
Kitten's there, and he's saying that it's looking like it's going to be wet all week at Spielberg. Should be good fun
there's
for us.
going to be a lot of
Camping Ducks into second.
A lot
12
of wet
flat.
running.
Yeah. Just going to stick with the helicopter shot because we like it so much.
Get some good camera angles around here.
You do,
yeah. Spectators as the commentators.
It's a Grand Prix I'd actually quite like to go to, but it's so hard to actually get at because of where it is.
Isn't it in the sticks, literally?
Yeah, because it's halfway up a mountain. Getting to it is a problem.
Joseph is matching his time. I don't know if he's going to improve. Should be pretty close. He does. Good final sector there.
Yes.
Most of that time was the final sector. He was 7 thousandths quicker through sector 2.
He has set a new fastest first sector of anybody so far.
Camping Ducks is matching his time as well through sector 2.
Let's go back to the Red Bull then. Needs a good final sector.
That second to last corner beautifully, actually.
Yeah, retake second place, 11.8. Track conditions improving. Sneaky Tom is also improving, 2.5 tenths up at the moment.
Track looking a bit quicker. There's a drier line forming as well.
There is.
Has been running.
Yeah, Sneaky Tom, of course, second in the championship behind his teammate, looking to retake the lead and assert dominance as the lead driver at Ferrari.
No. Oh, he's nearly 4 tenths up as well. He would have been pushing the potential for second row. He's invalidated, yeah.
Yeah, exit 7.
Yep. Actually, no. Is the exit 7 the right-hander?
No, that's 8, so it's entry to 8. Is it on the curve on the inside?
Yeah, on the inside.
Yeah.
Which you could, in previous games, get away with. In this game, not so much.
Yeah.
Tivo's gone out on the wets, which is interesting.
Very. Boastman currently 6 tenths up.
Yes, he's improving. He's definitely getting quicker. He's just keeping that thing between the white lines. And to be fair, there's not been big cuts. They've just been just enough.
There we go. This could be a big time from him. 13.1, improves by 6.5 tenths. Gets himself right onto the back of Burness, puts him under pressure. Try and hold off. Yeah. Let's have a look at Thibaut on the full wet. See how it manages.
17.9, so not massively slower than the guys out front. Oh, but he has just dropped it.
He's dropped it there on the. Oh, he got a little bit on the paint, didn't he, on that white line? On the curb.
Trigger happy. There's a lot of traffic.
Cold tyres as well. Even though the wet tyres don't need as much temperature. Now here's a man I'm interested to see how he performs. Pure Blades currently using his 3rd set of inters in this session as well. could come back to bite him later on, because as we mentioned earlier, they get 4 sets of inters over the whole weekend, 1 for the race, and then 3 to use at any other point.
You
Of course, in
probably
the way
want
we
them
run
actually
things.
slightly worn than brand new, to be fair.
Which, of course, is what he's going to be able to do with all of his now. That's Camping Ducks as a side in the
he's
pits.
just cut the corner at the end.
Yes, but he'll get another run at it, I think. Yeah, he would have hit a 12.1, so it would have put him just ahead of Cornish Mantis, actually, into 4th place.
Is improving and goes to 5th.
Yeah, and Blades is going to have to try and hurry around and start another lap, because, of course, invalidating at the final corner invalidates your next lap as well. Jump across. Let's go to Reflux then.
Oh, Yoldesmar, no, you were 2 temps up. That would have put you on the 2nd row.
Oh, slow moving Alfa Romeo just heading into the pit lane. That's Boatman. Morgan coming out again for a final run. Reflux then down to turn 4.
Oh no, the Mantis ran wide. He was half a second clear.
Oh, Reflux is very much on a charge at the moment, improving dramatically.
Just dropped it.
It's not going to be
J
enough.
Ray's going to improve as well, by the way. He's nearly 3 temps up.
Here comes Reflux. It's not going to be enough to take him towards pole position, but it's an 11.9. Sneaky Tom.
2nd, there it is.
Yeah, good lap from him. Sneaky
Final
Tom, though.
sector as well.
Sneaky Tom's backed out of his, so he's not going to improve. He's happy. The Oldesmar, is he going again? He is.
No, he's crashed.
He
crashed on the exit.
Did he?
Of turn 3, yeah.
Matched his time through the first sector, which... It's a shame.
Oh,
yeah,
what could have been? Oh. I reckon Sneaky Tom could think his lucky stars, because I think Cornish Mantis would have been...
He'd been right there with him,
flyer.
Yeah. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, because the start of the race is dry. So... Never know. Anything can happen there. We could get someone fly off into the distance. They're able to put a strong dry run together. So
we don't know how long that rain's actually going to be for, really.
No, I mean, because with the weather slots, it's split into 3, so it should be around a third of a race distance, which here is what, 11, 12 laps?
Yeah, so what you thinking, the softs really should be able to do that, you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would imagine it'll be around 10 to 12 minutes before the rain starts.
The only problem, though, is we've had this in the past where the rain, it's a bit like Brazil as well, where it sort of rains, but it's not chucking it down hard enough for inters. It takes quite a while. Compared to some tracks like Singapore, where when the rain comes down, it's monsoon-like, and it's...
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have that kind of bother, to be honest, around here, because up in the mountains, it's all on a slope, so it's all going to run straight off the mountainside onto the tarmac, as well as falling from the sky. But we'll have to wait and see. Sneaky Tom on pole, J Ray in 2nd on his contest of speed debut, with Camping Ducks in 3rd. Oh, we love to see it.
Yeah. Funny enough, I was looking through the times of some of the top runners. Interestingly, none of their lap times had all 3 green sectors in it. Some had 1, some had 2. So.
Yeah, and I think, well, Sneaky Tom had the fastest 2nd and 3rd sectors, but the fastest was still, actually no, it was taken by Reflux on that final run. But before that, it was Joseph who had it. Right, let's get some predictions then from everybody in the chat tonight. Starting off dry and then moving into the wet conditions. So bear that in mind.
Who's gone for a dry setup? Who's gone for a wet setup? Who knows, hey?
And it is intermediate.
Weather, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can get away running a dry setup,
yeah. If you have the cojones to do it, yes.
Hopefully I should see an absolute plethora of red down the side of the screen.
Man, Blake's taking after me. The go faster song.
Yeah.
Let's have a look then. Tyres. Oh! Very
Obviously,
interesting.
they've got something that we don't know, but I didn't think there'll be that many.
Well, I just wonder, you know. So it's 36 laps. It should be, if it's bang on, the changeover point should be lap 12.
And in the past here, you can do 16 laps on the soft tyre and then go to the medium and do 20 laps.
Yes. But I'm just wondering whether or not they're thinking about, the guys on the mediums this is, are thinking about that scenario you spoke about where it doesn't actually change for quite some time to intermediates. And if that's the case, then the 16 laps
you when you need them.
You can Spod's in the EU3 chat at the moment saying full wets only. Yeah, it did. Personally, I'd have gone softs as well, but I can see a logic where the mediums are the choice tyre.
I tell you what, I'm expecting to see a Red Bull fly.
Yeah, Camping Docks is, assuming the rain comes when it's supposed to, he's the man in the prime position.
Start.
Right, let's get ready then.
The race cannot be won at the first corner.
But it can certainly be lost.
It can be lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Blades reports 15 minutes reported for rain, so that will be around about lap 12, lap 13.
Cheers, boss.
Let's get ready then. 5 lights are on. And away we go. Good start from everybody, it seems. Camping Docks especially, but he's going to get boxed in going for turn 1. J Ray able to defend on the inside. Got a bit of a concertina at the back there. It's Sneaky Tom defending from J Ray as we head up the hill for the first time. Camping Docks behind.
This will be the corner.
And we've got Joseph going for a move down the inside of one of the Alpha Tauris.
Everyone relatively safely through-ish.
Yeah, it looks that way. Camping Docks not quite got the start he was hoping for, but J Ray.
Damage.
J Ray challenging the Ferrari all the way through this first lap.
The Williams and the McLaren are getting very touchy, feely.
Some dirty air there for the Alpha, not liking it at all. Sneaky Tom seems to be struggling.
Joseph
early pace.
Outside of turn 8. That's impressive.
That's nice, yeah. I'll pull the tyre graphic back up in a minute. A lot of winners off that first lap, all at 1 places, but the losers, that's Yoldersma down 3 places.
Oh, and Jaren's going to go down the inside. I'll be surprised if they all make it out of one piece. Burnus has spun it round. Hopefully he gets it in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so.
And Yoldersma and Jaren going to turn 3.
Morgan then, also on the soft tyre, caught at the moment behind Blaze, but looks like he might try and move down towards turn 4. Clips the back of the Aston Martin as he tries to avoid diving down the inside. He's now put himself under pressure from Raceway JJ in that battle for 8th place, but the Mercedes has the inside. But you know, he's gone deep. That's going to allow JJ through.
damage between those two or not, I can't tell. There probably
Yeah,
is.
Morgan does have damage, yeah, from his contact with blades. So
David Glarson's got damage.
yeah, Morgan's going to be losing a lot of time. He'll probably try and last it out, but it's not going to be worth it. He might as well get some fresh tyres on it, fresh wing, and then put himself at half a lap behind.
Oh, Camping Ducks with the move down to J-Ray. He was trying to get past Sneaky Tom. That was
opportunistic, wasn't it? But the Alva might come back at him here. Never mind. Camping Ducks is going for the move himself. Gets closed off by the Ferrari, and now J-Ray tries back round the outside of 3. Through 4, and then retakes it through 5.
This is a good battle. You'd love to see it.
But all of this is helping Sneaky Tom at the front, of course.
Yeah, it is. It's also pulling a gap, actually. Top 7 between themselves and JJ, who's not really got going.
No, not yet. I mean, he's been in that battle with JRN and Morgan, of course, earlier on. Blades picking up a penalty. Speaking of Blades, we've had reports from that garage, from the Aston garage, that there is 5 minutes reported until the rain is to start. So we are looking at around lap 10 to 12 for the stop and change to inches.
Interesting, JRN's just gone fastest lap on the mediums.
Blades looking to put the Alpha Tauris under pressure. Oh, the contact! The 2 Alpha Tauris!
JJ! Again!
And that's Mantis with damage as well, and then Blades through into 6th.
Red mask in completely the wrong direction.
Yeah, in a very weird place as well down the main straight. So, Reflux is past Camping Ducks.
Camping Ducks is... The soft tyres aren't doing what I thought they would be doing.
No, and
has Camping Ducks got damage? He has got damage, yeah, because Blades has gone past him as well.
He has. 23% we're looking back from Reflux's Alpha Tauri at Pure Blades, closing in on us. And that's more bad luck for Camping Ducks, isn't it?
Oh, it is, but without actually seeing it, you think, well...
As the lead changes hands. Sneaky Tom trying to sit back underneath. Does not have the drive, but he will have the DRS as we head down towards turn 4. Easily back in front by the time we get to the braking zone, so retakes his lead.
JJ passed Mantis, but again, still not closing onto the back of the front. And looks like J-Ray's going to go down the inside, possibly again down here for the lead.
He's trying it, yeah. He wants to be careful though. It's a long way to go in this race. I know that track position is going to be all important once the rain starts. So overtaking round here with the DRS trains
Blades
is difficult.
Past Reflux.
Yeah, Blades has got those. Yeah, Blades has got those soft tyres switched on and working well. The others, so far, not quite able to take the advantage.
Is off.
Yeah, and he's round on the exit of turn 8. Look on a little bit of grass, probably, on the inside. Report is that Reflux had a moment coming out of turn 7. That's where Blades was able to take him through 8.
Tebow's definitely had a moment.
Yes, but I'm not believing that. I mean, it might be.
Mantis and Joldersmar side by side, coming out of turn 3.
And Joldersmar's going to be under pressure here. Without the DRS, he's going to try and fend off JRN. He had a look round the outside.
I'm pretty sure Morgan's just picked up 6 seconds there.
Yeah, has Morgan pitted yet? He has. Yeah, Morgan has pitted.
That's why he's gone fastest lap as well.
So the guys further down the order, of course, they're going to be out of sync in terms of where they are on track, but that might give them the advantage when the rain comes. They're able to go early. As we see JRN take Joldersmar on the inside of turn 9, but then the McLaren switch back underneath.
That's the second time those two have done exactly the same thing. They did it on the opening lap, they've done it again. I was about to say, it doesn't really... I think if you're even a pit stop behind, I think in this race you've got every chance to do something. It's the rain.
There will be a safety car later on with the rain, almost certainly. Yoldesma and JRN again swapping positions, and I think there might be another move down the inside here for the Williams. No, he's going to stick back behind.
Broke himself though, and Trevor's going to be fairly close.
He is putting under pressure. Meanwhile, his teammate Yoldesma might have a look at Cornish Mantis. Quite close enough.
Has gone fast as that. Morgan and Camping Ducks lapping about a similar pace. Oh, Trevor's gone.
Exit of turn 4. That's a point. If we get a safety car now. Oh, we've got an AlphaTauri! That's Reflux who's gone at turn 7.
That's a very strange place to be still there, though.
Yeah, you beached it on the inside of turn. Yeah,
this is what I didn't mention
8.
to you. When I did a little bit of practice. Say a little bit, just a bit on time trial. As you go down from turn 1,
yeah,
you know where there's like on the right hand side there's a gap where there's a bit of tarmac where there's like a
so if they're going to do a short circuit, yeah.
If you go too close to the edge of that, the car actually dips and bottoms out, and actually you could get floor damage. J Ray has just lost the lead to Sneaky Tom whilst I was rambling on.
They'll be swapping positions for a while yet. Of course, Blades and Joseph, though, on the back of this fight as well. Those two fighting at the front has brought the other two into play. People are asking in the chat how long till the rain. In theory, 4 laps, but we're not 100%. We've got a slow-moving Red Bull.
David Clarkson, who's probably may spin again if he's not careful, because those rears are going to be very toasty.
He's right on board with Blades. He might get the benefit of a triple toe here.
Yeah, JJ's dropping off the back. I know that's probably because the guys in front have got DRS, but...
Yeah, there's a DRS, and he's on mediums, of course. Which won't quite be coming into their own just yet. There'll be another... It'll be when the rain arrives that the mediums would be coming into their own. Really, so... Great. 4-way battle for the lead, 4 different constructors as well.
These two can have a battle again. It's down for 12th and 13th. Boostman and David.
And David goes through.
Oh, he's got that horribly wrong. Too late on the brakes there. Camping Ducks. I'm not gonna lie, Connor's gonna have to be careful here, I think. A bit of patience.
Yeah, he is, but I would imagine his teammate should. Well, it's not his teammate, is it? Clarson's got in the wrong car. As he's retired on the inside of turn 8, we could have a safety car. Indeed, we do. Oh, Joseph has to take avoiding action.
And J Ray and Blades has, I think, got past. There it was.
Yeah, right, so who's going to be bold? Who's going to be bold now? Box 4, a set of intermediates.
If it's not even raining, I wouldn't.
It is raining. There's the rain, you can see it over the top of Joseph's halo, just starting to streak. Who's going to be bold? Who's going to do it? Tebow's coming for a new set of softs.
They're just going to burn up, aren't they?
Well, not behind a safety car.
I know, but they're still going to be getting pretty. Oh, they're all diving in.
This is the thing, that they're all going to. They know it's going to carry on raining. If it's me, I'm coming straight in now for Inters. And I'll drive like Bambi on ice until.
Red Mask has made the sensible play. If I was in his position. As long as you don't speed.
Inters for Sneaky Tom, Inters for Pure Blades, Inters for all of them.
No.
Oh no, Yoldesma, fresh mediums.
Burner stayed out as well, by the way.
Yeah. He's going to be hoping that it stays dry for a little while longer and he can make it a
No,
big gain.
It's definitely coming down now a bit more actually.
Oh yeah, it's just how long it takes the track to get wet. That's the question. So David Clausen, our sole retirement, and that is the reason we have this safety car. It says he's in a Red Bull, but he's actually in a Haas. He joined late, so was unfortunately unable to take control of his car. So, race leader then is Sneaky Tom. Managed to hold it from his pole position. J-Ray was challenging him, but when the safety car came out, picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision with the Ferrari. No damage to either car, we hope. Well, none that we can see anyway. But those 5 seconds have put J-Ray down from 2nd to 5th.
Yeah, and he served it as well.
Yeah, he served it, so we can't get it taken away. Bernas then, will he pit this time round? No.
So McLaren coming in.
That'll be Yoldersma.
Redmond stayed out, but that's simply because so he can pit and then not get lapped.
Yeah. Well, he might as well where he is. Can take that little bit of extra life on that fresh set of intermediates. Bernas and Boseman both staying out at the moment, waiting for Jeff to give them the call. And at the moment, at least, that's going to pay off.
It's the journey into the unknown.
It is. If you're just joining us, we have rain for the remainder of this race.
Oh,
but it's not
red
quite.
Mask. Probably should have come into the pits that time, and that if that's not the sign, I think he needs to now.
Did he have a new undergarments moment?
That hash should have been close to the grandstand on the left-hand side down the start finish straight, not pointing in a straight line. That was yes. Ooh. Because the problem is they're going to join the back. Well, he'll get away with that thing.
He should do. For anybody watching the stream, if you want to find out some more information about the drivers in this race, you can do so by using the TAS help feature. So if you type into the stream chat exclamation mark and then the word help, all is one word.
For you.
There you go. Matt's done it for you. There you go. There are your commands. The X in all of those is denoting the position the driver currently is in the race. So if you wanted to know, say, Morgan's qualifying time, you'd do his quali time 14, and that will bring you up Morgan's qualifying time.
Boostman is in. Sensible decision, good sir. Well done.
Yeah, safety car is out for another lap. Bernas, though, he's sticking with it. And that track is looking a lot wetter now.
I'm not saying that he's silly, but is it brave, or are you now being a bit?
I would imagine, Spod, that's going to be because he's on mediums and this track is getting very, very wet. I don't think it would be anything malicious on his part.
I would say more the fact is he hasn't got any temperature anymore.
All be gone. Imagine dunking a very nice hot frying pan in a sink full of cold water. That's essentially what he's doing with those tyres. And of course, without the friction being able to put through those tyres.
I have a horrendous feeling I know what's going to happen there.
I'll burn us into the pits and...
No. If he doesn't, I don't know what the other outcome's going to be.
Spin. Oh, to be fair, is DRS is still active, isn't it, technically?
DRS I've not seen been disabled, no.
Although, to be fair, it was disabled when the safety car came out, so it might be a case of, if anyone's waiting for that, they're going to be sorely disappointed. Right, let's get ready to go racing again then. Sneaky Tom, our race leader. Bernas wants to come into the pits, but can't get past those two ahead of him. Needs to be careful not to pick up a penalty for that. Sneaky Tom, good restart from the Ferrari. Solid gap over Joseph there. Blades up into third, Ray J fourth. And Raceway into fifth place. Of course, with Burness coming into the pits, they'll put him right down at the back of the pack.
Going to go down the inside. Oh, Bruce Swimmer got switched back underneath through turn one.
Good stuff.
Scared the Haas a little bit, but that's good move, sir.
It was cold tyres as well on the Haas, wasn't it? Didn't really help him.
As they all tiptoe out of turn three.
It's all
for the first time.
All well behaved and all intact at the moment. Cornish Mantis, incidentally, has not changed his front wing.
JJ goes down the inside as J-Ray runs wide, which means Mantis is going to switch back underneath him.
Yeah. Mantis needs to be careful though, he's still got that wing damage from that contact with his teammate earlier on.
So J-Ray's gone from looking to overtaking Blades to losing 2 further positions and looks a bit not with it at the moment.
It's a bit skittish, doesn't he? On these intermediates. Might have to wait and see if he just needs to get a little bit more temperature into them. And then he'll find some rhythm, get himself some semblance of clear air. Try and get his rhythm back, but JRN's not going to let him find it easily. He's going to try down the inside of turn one. And the Williams has the position there. Can he get it stopped?
He's going to get the switch back underneath him.
Yeah, there goes J-Ray back up into sixth, and it's going to bring Trebler into play as well.
Watch each other as you go into this one, boys, because it'll be the overspeed that's going to get you.
He got wing damage, Kitten. Had to pit for a new front wing very early on.
Trebler's still to the outside of JRN.
Side by side, no DRS at this point, so straight drag race, and then who's going to be bravest on the brakes?
Trebler's still going to hang it round the outside. Energy used for that exchange.
Yeah, because it's relatively easy to recharge around here, I find. It's not.
Reflux is now going to go side by side with Trebler. I think it's a pair of it through turn 9.
It's Trebler another cork in the bottle. JRN able to try and pull away. Closing it to the back of the leading, well, that second pair, which is Mantis and J-Ray, who's not been able to get back past the AlphaTauri.
Camping Ducks has dropped it. And it's got no front wing either.
Exit off turn one.
Safety car,
safety car is out. No one's going to be pitting, I don't think, apart from Camping Ducks. Let's have a look at tyres. I don't think anybody will be coming in at all. But the Red Bull man needs to be careful. Heading back round to the pits, particularly in that last couple of corners. You don't want to run too far wide.
Yeah, back out of his moving to turn 1. Reflux then got such a better run out the
J-Ray's got himself some wing damage as well, so we might see the Alfa Romeo come into the pits.
He has, and he's lost that right hand side completely. Well, I say completely, the end plate's off, so it's visible.
We might see him. If I was Cornish Mantis, I'd be coming in as well to change that wing, because losing over 2 seconds in just over 2 laps is not a good place to be. So let's see. We won't have the neither of them in.
Interesting to say the least. I expected one.
Yeah, I was expecting J-Ray definitely with 28%.
Look at that. That thing's can't even slow it down on behind the safety car, let alone a full racing for turn 1.
Camping Ducks is in. So we see JRN there have to take a void in action. Takes out the marker board. Sneaky Tom now without his biggest challenger. He's seemingly in this race. His teammate back in P4. He's within touching distance, but he's got to get past 2 cars. J-Ray, who challenged him early on in the race, falling back to 5th, and then 6th on the first safety car restart. And now has wing damage to boot.
Mm. We did say a wet race always springs a little bit of a surprise.
Does. All it takes is one person to be a little bit too eager on the throttle, and then down they go. We should have...
Jet Ray's in this time.
Yeah.
So he's lost. He's going to lose a lot of bases now because he's... Oh, and spin.
No. Got it slowed down. Well played.
Wow.
Very well played.
Well done, because that was gone for all money.
Yeah. Your wing goes on. He will be at the back. But...
T-Ho's coming in as well.
Yeah, T-Bow as well. You wing for T-Bow or... No,
I
just fresh
couldn't see.
Just fresh set of tyres for T-Bow.
He is the only one in the entire grid that's under fueled as well.
Who, T-Bow?
Yeah.
Probably a smart move, to be honest. I mean, you use slightly more fuel in the wet anyway, because you've got a lot more time on it, like half throttle, etc. But with the number of safety cars we're bound to have, it's not a bad show. Reflux still running well in P8, despite his near instant and then his spin. Was helped by Doc's having to pit again. Same for J-Ray and T-Bow as well.
Safety car is in this lap.
With
halfway to go.
Yes. So everybody on the intermediates, P1 to P10 on the ones they swapped to before the safety car. Then Boseman, Bernas, Red Mask, Camping Ducks, Ray J and T-Bow on fresher or fresh sets.
Looks to be getting a bit heavier out there.
Yeah, it should stay relatively constant at this sort of light drizzle, but it's, and then of course not going around flat out. It's going to just soak up all the water, isn't it, on the track?
Sneaky Tom is
gone!
Oh,
Joseph keeps it out of the wall, but it gives Blade second place.
Good restart by the top four. They've well, Sneaky Tom's is now second ahead, but good restart from the top four. Mantis is behind.
Well, Mantis, of course, carrying that wing damage as well, so he's now.
And Blades has got 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Now, did he overtake him before?
He did. I think, personally, if he doesn't have to stop again, I don't see an issue with that. Joseph had made his mistake. Blades took advantage. We'll have to wait and see what the stewards decide.
We are. Jaren's down somewhere.
Nice Camping Docks.
Jaren's also going slow as well. Down, dropped to 13th now.
We've got big wing damage for JRN. We've got more wing damage for J-Ray as well. Camping Docks again without a front
T-Bow's
wing.
Just gone round. Camping. Oh, nearly reversed into the back of Camping Ducks.
So we've got damage down at the back of the pack. We may need a VSC to clear up all those parts cars, but I don't think so. So we see Raceway JJ.
Morgan's off.
Yeah, he's kept it running though.
With or without a front wing. No, he's still got it intact, just about. Well.
You never know, Kit. He might not need it removed. Stranger things have happened. J-Ray back into the pits then. It'll be wing number 3. It'll be wing number 4 for Camping Ducks.
Promising signs from Joe, but he's not been able to keep it together.
Yeah, it was fine when it's just him pushing up front and in the dry, of course. Wet weather though, whole different challenge. Especially wet weather in traffic, never good. Go on, Blaze, do it. Lap 36, do predictions. Let's see if you are wrong. Yeah, good call, Kitten, good call. Although I don't think he will. Joseph then picking up 3 seconds. It's looking good for Blades now.
Yeah, they're all been watching a few of them. I'm surprised if none of them are close to penalties because they have all been pushing track limits.
Let's have a looky, shall we? Sneaky Tom out front is completely clean. On for the Golden Wizard at the moment. Pure Blades, 3 seconds and 4 warnings. So he's 2 warnings away from his second penalty. Joseph just picked up another warning there at turn 1.
They're all just running wide. The McLaren
Raceway JJ going for the move into turn 3. Down the inside, but can Joseph get the switch back? He can. Ferrari caught out on the brakes.
Bernas is harassing the back of... Oh! Postman's dropped it. It's alright. He's kept out of the wall. Keep going, lad. Keep going.
Okay.
Points could be on the cards. You never know.
Wet weather brings all sorts of drama. Yoldersma then on the back of Reflux, who is acting as a barrier for his teammate as well, which I didn't think would happen. I thought Reflux would be up and ahead of Mantis fairly quickly once he got past those two.
Made a mistake through the middle sector because he was a second ahead of these guys. Oh, there it is. Here come the penalties.
Yeah. Of course, when you're following behind a car, you've got the spray to think about. You've got your own line to think about. And you've got this effect that we've got on screen now, these droplets running down the screen. Do not help matters.
I think if it's going to be a wet race all week, I think this is where you see the difference between all the tiers.
Yes.
Almost said that.
We've got
no Boostman even.
Yeah. Any damage for that?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's kept it out of the wall. This is one of those points where wet races get a little bit dull because it now becomes a procession without the aid of DRS.
It's the penalties, though, Danny. It's the penalties. They're exciting.
I know, the penalties will bring it back into the realms of joyous excitement.
It's a bit boring for us, but it's not boring for these guys. I can imagine their eyes are on stalks every single corner, every single braking point, every single acceleration.
They'll be a bit sweaty by the end of this.
Could be worse. Could be Singapore in the wet.
Oh, don't. Actually, I wouldn't mind that again.
Whoever's commentating would do, Thomas.
Yeah. Oh, you'd hate it, yeah. JRN picks up 3 there. It's into 6 for the evening.
Not the worst. Most persons on is 9. Morgan's on 9. That is it.
Yeah, Red Mask is 1 warning away from 9 as well, so keep an eye on that. We'll pick that up sooner rather than later.
And that's quite important because the
JJ round the outside. It becomes the inside of Joseph, who's made another mistake on the exit of turn 4. That gives Ferrari now a 1-3. The
Alfa Romeos have swapped positions, which is kind of expected. Will Reflux swap? Will these AlphaTauri swap at some point?
I imagine they'll do it up the hill.
I would imagine they do it now because Reflux has got a better run.
And Manta should tuck in behind, trying to use that toe to keep him ahead of the McLaren.
Yildiz closing in.
Quite enough though to get alongside and attempt to pass. Now Reflux can head off after that leading quartet with his shiny, healthy car. And Mantis is going to have to struggle with that wing damage for the next 12 laps.
Question?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to... I don't know about you. I don't think these tyres are going to make it to the end.
Well, I was just thinking the same thing. Mantis picks up 3 seconds.
Usually
We've got a spinner. It's one of the McLarens.
Yoda's mark. Safety
Safety
car
car
as
is
well.
out. And Mantis, I think, just made that entry there to get himself into the pit lane. Let's see who's going to follow him in.
Because I was just thinking, 18 laps is usually what they can only do. Because it's usually a 1, if not a 2 stop round here in intermediate, so that this is going to be close.
It is. What we've, I was just looking at the tyre wear figures. Most of them will make it from here fairly comfortably, I think. The one man who won't, if he keeps wearing them at his current rate, is Joseph in P4.
Always a bit harder though on his tyres, isn't he?
Particularly the front.
Last week.
If you compare, if we look at the tyre life, so Joseph and Raceway JJ, for example, ahead of him, both on 13 lap old intermediates. Raceway's JJ's tyres, front tyre average is 25% wear. Joseph's average is 47%.
Now, I'm not massively great at maths, but I can tell you he's going to be... those last few laps are going to be painful.
Joseph needs to box now, otherwise he will not make it. His front left will puncture before the end of the race.
Mantis, by the way, this has been a blind. He's able to come in, get it changed, put some new tyres on, and he's only dropped down to 8th.
He's not had his wing change though.
Reflux is coming as well.
Yeah.
Trebler's coming in.
Fresh set of tyres is the way to go. I would certainly consider it. If I was Joseph, I'd have been in.
Stays out.
His front left tyre is not going to make it. Simple as that. It will not make the end.
See how the AlphaTauri does. Does he still get in front of his teammate? Yes, he does. So good period for AlphaTauri then, Danny. Yes. They've only dropped to 6th and 7th.
Thibaut, incidentally, look at that. P5.
Yeah, stayed out.
On and relatively fresh tyres as well.
Good tyres, yeah.
Cracking job from the Frenchman. But, this man in the Williams, if he doesn't pit this time around...
Is this your message of trying to help?
It is. Pit. Pit now, Joseph. Pit now.
I think he's already missed his chance. He's going to drop down.
He'll drop. Yeah, but if he doesn't pit now, he won't make it.
It's the risk you'll have to take now.
His front left tyre is not going to make it. Everybody else will be at around 60% when the race finishes.
I did think about it.
He did think about it.
He didn't do it either.
Oh. His front left tyre, I'm going to make a prediction here. Joseph's front left tyre will puncture between lap 30 and 32.
13:32?
Mm-hmm.
We're not even in green flag running.
I know.
What's the damage now?
He's at 51%. 60 is where punctures are more likely to happen.
No, it's not. It's more. It's way more than that. It's way more than that.
60 is where the percentage chance starts to go up. 80 is where they really start to hurt.
That's alright. He'll risk it to 80 then. It's fine. Don't know what you're right about.
But he did 49% wear in 12 laps of normal running. I can't imagine him. He's not going to make it.
The big question is, Danny, you're going to have to ask me, is you're feeling lucky, punk?
You're feeling lucky, punk? I would imagine the two out front are See Tom and some Pure Blades, Raceway JJ as well.
I think even if he does make it, he's just going to not have performance. These things will just drop off at some point.
Calling it now, 13:32.
Safety car is in. Ooh, that's a late call.
It is. Okay, so top four, all on the mediums.
I need 5 more drivers for
they started on
contest of speed bingo.
Cos bingo. Yes. Let's get rid of that. Keep the interval. Right. Right on board with our race leader. Get ready to start again.
Watch out for those Alpha Tauris.
Gone for it. Blades has gone with him. JJ caught napping though.
Someone's dropped it. Yoldersman's dropped it. Someone's off.
Red Mask into the pits. We've got Morgan with wing damage. Red Mask with wing damage. Probably why he's in.
Questions in.
Reflux trying to close in on Tebow, but look at that. Joseph now going side by side with Raceway JJ. Those tyres are not going to make it, man. If you keep doing that. 55% already. He's done 4% in 2 corners.
What was his tyre pressures?
They'll be maximum, but it's going to be the suspension geometry that's going to be causing him the problems.
And he's gone after lap 32, but he will go at the end before the end of the race.
Let's see. And if he keeps going at this rate, there's no way in hell. Yellow flag, we've got a spinner, and that's JRN. Yep, on the exit of 7 into 8. Kept it moving.
Miles past Morgan. Morgan is in because he hasn't got more front wing damage this time around.
I think that's the same one. He wasn't able to stop last time, was he?
JRN's in.
So can Joseph make a challenge to JJ again this time? He's going to try and... Oh, he's got no braking performance either with those tyres compared to everybody around him. He's not careful. He's going to be under pressure from Tebow before too long.
I wouldn't worry. That's the only person he's under pressure from. I reckon Reflux is going to will be chomping at the bit here. In fact, he is because he's going to get
back underneath Tebow, didn't he? There, but
yeah,
quite got the grip to do it.
That's an Alpha Tauri that's going to just have to be patient because he knows he's quicker than people in front of him. He's going to have to bide his time.
Needs to be careful not to drop it again as well. Exit a 7 into turn 8. And he's got
massive. He's massively in a favourable position. He's got fresher tyres, hasn't got any penalties. This is where he picks up his penalty. Oh, he didn't.
No. The thing is, he just looking at it now. Actually, he doesn't have to go anywhere. He doesn't have to move forward, and he'll get second place.
But if you can see Sneaky Tom down the road on 18 lap hole inters, he's on 3 lap.
Joseph's front left is now within advanced punctured range. It's in there. He's gone over the 60% mark. Oh, Reflux looks like he's got a great run here, quarter of a second, and yeah, not quite close enough for a lunge on Tebow. J-Ray though, back up into 10th place, making his way through nicely. He's closing up to Traveller ahead of him.
Yeah, and at the moment we'll still stay 10th despite his penalty. He's pulling away though from Yoldersman. What could have been, really?
Yoldersman with much better tyres as well than J-Ray at the moment. But
you saw how quick he was in qualifying in the wet.
I'm just keeping an eye on Joseph's telemetry for the tyre data because that thing is going to go any minute. I'm going to be wrong with between 30 and 32, but
Evo's doing the best in terms of ERS actually. Oh, Sneaky Tom got a bit out of shape. Blaze did have a run for a glimpse there, but squirt of ERS and Sneaky Tom managed to put away there.
Yeah, but Blaze will be mindful that, of course, he's got 5 seconds potentially to take off if he stays out. He'll also have. He's got to try and get Sneaky Tom to make a mistake. Either significant enough to get him well clear, or for Sneaky Tom to pick up a penalty and get Blades ahead.
Oh, Joseph has dropped outside the 1 second for the first time. Now, is this a sign?
The yellow, that's Red Mask who spun it on the exit of turn 4 into turn 5. He's still running though, so we should be okay.
He's got front wing damage and Jaren. Oh! Jaren tried to go there on the outside. Clearly didn't realise Red Mask has got no front wing whatsoever.
Jaren needs to be careful there with Red Mask going for the pit entry. Oh, someone's just hit the back of him.
Yeah, it's Boostman as well. Oh no, he's going to stay out as well with front wing damage. And it's a safety car.
Right.
Joseph, you're a very, very lucky individual.
He is. He's at 70% wear on the front left. If he wasn't in puncture territory before, he almost certainly is now. Let's go and ride on and have a look. He's staying out still. I suppose, to be fair, now you might as well, because you're going to get 2 laps of racing at the end. You might as well take his chances. So right now, penalty dependent, and that's Postman retiring on the track. Has he crashed it, or?
Well,
let's see.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. No, if he speaks, he's going to be in very big trouble.
Oh, wait and see. So Joseph then will be crawling around now, hoping the safety car stays out until the end of lap 35, probably. Is that what happened, Blaze, or are you guessing? It'd be interesting if it did happen. We're going to get any late pitters? I don't think we will. It's going to be a case of trying to make it to the end now. So Sneaky Tom at the moment, still on for the Golden Wizard. And we'll see if he can hold off Blades, of course. Should be able to get him on penalties if he doesn't.
Yeah, good luck trying to work out who's going to be on the podium here, by the way.
Well, at the minute, it's Sneaky Tom, Reflux, Raceway JJ. In that order. But then we've got to factor in. Well, depending on the gap, it's either Joseph or
it's between
Blades.
Mantis. Well, no, it's between Mantis and Bernas as well, because Joseph's on 6, Blades is on 8, Tio's on 9.
Safety car is coming in. There we go. We can have a look at the tyre life on screen quickly. I shall get rid of it in a moment. So at the moment, Reflux looking the best out of the leading group of drivers. Then Tebow, and then the top 4. We'll keep penalties on screen so you can try and work out who's who and where they're going to end up. We're going to have 2 laps of racing. It's going to be frantic. Don't be surprised if everything changes. Sneaky Tom looking like he might get the lights to flag. Very good restart from him as well.
It was a very good restart. JJ's putting Blades under pressure straight away.
He is, and Joseph's in there as well. Who's going to hold it through turn one? It's going to be Blades. Has to run wide
though.
He'll take the warning to hold position, I think. But is it going to be enough for him?
No, it's not.
JJ going to try it on the brakes. Blades will hold it around the outside. Oh, contact there for Joseph behind. Yeah, Blades with the poor restart gets caught out by JJ. So now it definitely will be Sneaky Tom Raceway JJ. Unless Blades can do something about it. But Joseph's having a look down the inside of the Aston Martin as well. Blades sits back underneath.
For a month for some
days. There goes Joseph!
Oh, no.
He got a clip there. He got a clip from Reflux, I think, as well.
I don't think he did.
He was already going if he had.
Yeah.
75% that front left tyre got to.
There's a sorry state of Williams.
Yeah, that's given Blades a little bit of breathing room now, but he's still going to be hounded by that AlphaTauri.
We have one to go here. Here we go.
Final lap then. Right now it's going to be Sneaky Tom.
Morgan Camping Ducks having a straight line battle. Here we go. Into turn one.
Sneaky Tom, Reflux, Raceway JJ on the podium. If Blades wants it, he needs to get past that Ferrari. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
Mask is going to go to the outside. Oh, there's just not space there. Morgan's going to switch back underneath. Contact with Camping Ducks. They're now intertwined.
I'm going to stick with the leaders for now. Particularly this man, Pure Blades. Yoldersma's picked up 3 seconds somewhere in that final couple of laps. Trevor can afford to give him that position to try and make up some ground on the likes of Thibaut.
Reflux then, if he can keep it between the lines.
So the Ferrari's line astern in Austria. Have we seen this before? Let's hope that Sneaky Tom doesn't allow his teammate through, but he takes the win in Austria. JJ into second place. Reflux will take it. Blades dropping down the order. Look at that. Third on track drops to 9th place. I mean, he should be able to get 5 seconds taken away, which would put him back into 4th place, but you don't want to have to rely on that to hold on to some decent points. But it's Ferrari once again with the dominant performance. Coming out on top, and after a poor qualifying, JJ was able to recover and take second place, so the damage is minimal. And then Reflux taking second place even. JJ taking second on track, finishing third overall. Still 15 points coming his way. Fastest lap went to Camping Ducks, so no bonus point this week. Cornish Mantas bringing that wounded AlphaTauri home in 4th place. Trebler in 5th, jumping up there on penalties. Bernas P6, J-Ray on his debut in P7, Yoldersma P8. Pure Blades dropping to 9th after finishing 3rd on track. Potentially could get 5 of those 8 seconds worth of penalties removed. We'll jump him back up into 4th place. T-Bell gets the final point in P10. JRN, Camping Ducks, Morgan and Red Mask are your 4 outside the points. Then Joseph, Boseman and Klaassen, DNMs. I'm not going to do interviews tonight because we've run long, and I think everyone will want to head straight off and get on with their evenings or head to bed.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. But I think it's fair for everybody, so we will wrap up the stream for tonight. Thank you all at home very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have, make sure you tune in for the rest of the races this week, and they should all be equally as interesting as that one was. You can watch me make a fool of myself tomorrow night. Matt will be doing the same on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes, and we've got a number of other races besides. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. We're going to take a week break
next week.
Yes, we're going to take a week off, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for round 8, which is in Belgium at Spa. So, have a very nice week, and we'll see you then. Good night.